Hello, I'm Adam with MakeHoneySticks.com, and I'm really excited to show you the new honey press machine and how little waste there is at the end of the process. That's a very important part to consider when evaluating a honey stick machine. For example, the very first honey stick machine that we invented back in 2003, which was an inline manifold attached to a reservoir of honey that used pressure to push the honey into straws, um, 8 or 12 at a time. It was perhaps a fast unit, but among its many fatal flaws is that there was a lot of waste because at the end of the process, every single valve and all the tubing in the reservoir still had honey in it. So this reduces and almost entirely eliminates that waste problem. Let me show you how. So I've just finished making the last straw in this batch and I've sealed them. I'm going to go ahead and test the seals. Of course, they are all good. So now I'm going to go ahead and take apart the machine. The way that the machine works, there's I call it a floating piston that a plunger attached to a screw pushes. So when we screw off this back, and that's going to be what we call the plunger, you want to retract it first when you're pulling it back. You'll see that the reservoir is entirely cleared. All the honey's been pushed through. There's nothing left at all. Not an exaggeration. You can see that it just it's totally clean reservoir and totally clean plunger. So now we're going to go ahead and take off the top. And see what honey is left there. Of course, it's all going to be pushed through. The only waste that's left is going to be just the waste that's in the fill attachment itself. Since the fill attachment is only one straw, there's just very little waste at all. So go ahead and get ready for this reveal here. First, I accidentally pull out the piston with it, which normally would be fine, but I want to show you just the honey that's left. So take a look at that. I mean, almost zero honey. Math-wise, it's less than half of an ounce when you count the honey that's in the reservoir, which you can recover a lot of that anyway. But even if you made zero effort to recover any of the wasted honey, it's less than half of an ounce. In terms of getting the piston out without getting sticky, it comes with this little hook, a threaded hook, so you can screw that on the end of the piston, push it out, leave that to drip. Wash it off, and you are good to go. So very little waste, very little mess, very efficient, and still relatively fast. We'll go ahead and take one more look here at the reservoir. As you can see that this is just totally wiped clean. The piston is silicone and stainless steel, and the silicone does a great job of pushing all the honey through. You'll get about 50 straws per batch. I'll average about 54, but I just like to say you get 50 straws in a batch if you fill it all the way up. And if you want to make more, you can actually just instantly reset it. While you have the one piston can sit, dry, drip. You can just take a second piston if you wanted to purchase a second one, push that one in and get it set up, and it's very close to an instant reset to keep on making straws if you want to do so. And of course, if you're going to keep on making straws, you don't have to worry about the honey that's caught in the fill attachment, as long as you're not changing flavors. Outside of that, thank you so much for watching. If you are interested in this machine, I've got it for sale on Etsy. Either way, thank you so much for your time, and happy beekeeping.